Okay, so Craig Wright loses lawsuit against Hodlonaut in Norway over Satoshi Nakamoto claims. I must admit, early on in this case, I thought Craig Wright actually might um, come through with a win, but it clearly he hasn't. Um, I think there's going to be another case in England, in UK, in our law courts. So maybe this, I don't know if this is going to change things or not. But he seems to have a lot of lawsuits. He's clearly got a lot of money. I'm guessing he's got a lot of Bitcoin stashed somewhere. So Magnus Granite goes by the name of Hodlonaut, won a lawsuit against Craig Wright in Norway, claiming to be the creator, Satoshi Nakamoto of Bitcoin. I won. Welcome to law. Hodlonaut tweeted in response to the Norwegian judge's decision. A callback to Wright's now infamous welcome to law threat that he issued against Hodlonaut and several others in 2019 after filing a series of defamation lawsuits. Hodlonaut filed the case in Norway in an effort to prove that numerous tweets he published about Wright and Wright's Nakamoto's claims were in fact not defamatory, a way of getting ahead of a pending defamation case in the UK hearings. Okay, so for the Norwegian case began last month on September the 12th. So I expected to win since truth is so clearly on my side in this case. According to Norwegian ruling, translated by Coindesk, Hodlonaut tweeted in 2019 that Wright was a pathetic scammer, cringe, clearly mentally ill. I think there's a bit, knowing that Craig Wright's background, he does have autism. So I'm not going to go down that path. I think you've got to be careful what you say. Clearly mentally ill. I don't think it's a good thing to say in this day and age. It's just so easy to throw out these comments, and I think we need to think a little bit more before we say these things. It's not a nice thing to say. Somebody might be mentally ill, but I think people are still using this mentally ill thing as a kind of okay, a very negative thing. If you are mentally ill, it doesn't mean you're a bad person, and people are using mentally ill as you're a bad person, and that's not right. Repeatedly called him a fraud. Yeah, I mean, I don't like frauds. Even creating a hashtag slamming Wright in a satirical manner. During the trial, Wright called such statements obviously very defamatory. There is a difference between a debate and strong language and truth, Wright said. Okay, so Hodlonaut appears to have many supporters. A website called Defending BTC links to a donation page that indicates nearly 2,700 individuals donated over 71 Bitcoin. What? All right, 71 Bitcoin and 74,000 towards legal defense costs for this Bitcoiner. 71 Bitcoin. 7 Bitcoin would be 140,000. 1.4 million in Bitcoin. Jesus. In 2019, Binance CEO Changpeng CZ's out also tweeted in support of Hodlonaut with the message, Craig Wright is not Satoshi. Andrew Rosso, an adjunct professor of law, probably said that word, adjunct professor of law and attorney is familiar with Hodlonaut's case, told Decrypt via email that Thursday's ruling was to be expected, arguing that Wright's claims were of such a bold, controversial nature that it almost inevitably welcomes pushback and disagreement. There isn't any proof that we know of right now that would affirm Wright's claims, which opens the door to such criticisms that we've seen here from Granath, Rosso said. Preston Byrne legal partner Brown Rudnick called Wright's previous UK victory in August against podcaster Peter McCormick a Pyrrhic victory. So Wright had sought damages from McCormack, but was only awarded a single English pound, currently worth not a lot. in part because Wright presented deliberately false evidence in the case, of course. Yeah, and that's the trouble with this, Wright. I mean, I think he's done a couple of things, hasn't he? Didn't he cheat on his PhD or something? So there's just some bad stuff sort of following him around, I think. I mean, is it because of his autism that he wants to do this, or why is he doing it? I mean, I don't know. He doesn't send stuff from his wallet to another wallet. If he was Satoshi, he could do that. Why doesn't he do that? That just seems like just, why doesn't he do that? If he moved his money around, if he moved his crypto around, it would kind of help prove, okay? But he doesn't. The Bitcoin stayed in the same wallet and not moved. So, I mean, why doesn't he just do that? It's just like really annoying. Just shut up or move your bloody Bitcoin around and you can see you moving it.